All right, this is a special meeting for an appointment of a human resources director, or is this on paper HR director? Mr. Mayor, I'm going to turn it right over to you.
Good evening, President McLean, Vice President Anta, and all city council members. Tonight I bring to you Melanie Sally Dasamo for the position of Director of Human Resources. Some highlights of her career and her resume, which you all have her resume. And also you all had the opportunity to talk to her, call her, meet with her, and I hope you took advantage of that. Some highlights of her resume. Just born 1999 to 2010, Senior Manager of Organizational Effectiveness. Thermo Fisher Scientific 2010 to 2015, Global Human Resource Director. Harvard Business Publishing 2017 to present, still doing that. She is Chief Talent Officer, founder and owner of Precision Talent International 2015 to present. Also, Melanie is an accomplished human resource executive, strategic business partner, skilled talent development practitioner. She has received numerous awards for leadership and service and serves on many executive leadership boards. I now introduce to you, again, Melanie Sally Dasamo, who will make some opening remarks and we'll open it to council for questions for Melanie. At this time, Melanie, I'd like to make an opening statement.
Good evening, President McLean, Vice President Afa, and City Council. Nice to meet all of you. Nice to see some of you, and to meet others that I'm just meeting for the first time. It's an honor and a blessing to be here tonight, to be under consideration here. I'm very excited for this opportunity. This is my city, and it's just a blessing to be here tonight. So, thank you.
I'm open for questions, President.
Okay, I think last time we started on that side, so let's preempt Mr. Robinson, and we'll start over here.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening. The Zoom, right?
Yes.
The Zoom.
You can call me Mal, though, if you want. The whole world calls me Mal.
You got that.
It's easier.
You have very impressive resume. I heard of you before.
Yes.
Obviously. I just wanted to find out a little bit more about where you've been. I mean, it looks like you had a lot of jobs in a short time, and I wanted to see your commitment on the city. The previous HR director we had here has been here for many, many years, which created, not in that position alone, a different position, but we created a little bit of stability for the city while he was here. He was very knowledgeable on issues dealing with, well, he was an attorney, so he was very knowledgeable on issues dealing with the unions that we have to deal with, and that's obviously the role of the HR director to negotiate with labor unions and the police unions and the fire union that we have, the SEIUs, the union. So, can you just tell me a little bit about your stability, where you think your stability would be, and second, what kind of experience do you have dealing with those issues regarding negotiations with you?
Okay, great questions. So from a stability standpoint, I was with Just Born for 11 years. And when I left Just Born, prior to that, I had other jobs, not as long as Just Born. I was there for 11 years. Able to make quite a contribution there. There are programs and policies that are there that I instilled many years ago that are still in force. I was at Thermo Fisher Scientific for 5 years. The job moved to Boston. I wanted to stay in Allentown. So if it looks like there's some instability for having a job for only 5 years, it's because I wasn't willing to leave the area.
No, not instability, I said stability.
Okay, yes. Yeah, so I'm committed. I am excited about the opportunity to make a difference in my own community. Every job that I've had, I've been able to make an impact. I'm a strong business partner, and so I've been able to align with the leaders in the organization to help drive results through people. And I believe believe that that same skill set can make a big difference here in Allentown. So I'm excited about being a part of my own community, making a difference here. So I'm not going anywhere.
Good, that's what, the second part of the question is the issue in regards to,
Unions.
Unions.
Yes, so Jeff's board has a very strong bargaining unit. Also, Thermo Fisher has, in some, Thermo Fisher Scientific, I was a global director, and so I was responsible for several manufacturing sites all over the world. Some had bargaining units, others did not. So I did have the opportunity. As a director, I did not interact as closely with them as I did at JustBorn. At JustBorn, I was part of the negotiating team. So the last contract that was negotiated before I left JustBorn, I was a strong part of that team. So I do have some experience in building relationships with the bargaining unit, operating HR within the bargaining unit guidelines, and also with negotiation.
Were you part of the negotiation about 2 or 3 years ago when things had a really hard time?
No, I've been gone from there for about 7 years, so it was a really good one that I was a part of.
That's good.
I don't know about the last one. I wasn't
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. I'm happy that you have applied and you consider our city and stay in our city. I know you live in the southwest end of the city for a long time.
Yes.
And it's nice to see you, and thank you, Mr. Mayor. And I've got some further questions or comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Melanie.
Good evening.
And to be open and honest about it, I did have the opportunity earlier this morning to speak to Melanie, even though I did not get to meet with her. We spoke by phone. So I'm gonna, again, ask the question to put it out there. I had asked you about your experience in dealing with municipal governments at all. And if you could just explain what that experience is that you have.
Absolutely. I don't have a lot of experience working within municipal governments. I did work at the Montgomery County Board of Mental Retardation and Developmental Disabilities in Ohio, Montgomery County, Ohio, for a few years. So I don't have a lot of experience. That's actually not on my resume because it was many years ago and doesn't really apply, I don't think, to this position. So I only put the more recent positions. So I don't have a lot of experience actually working in municipal government. I have done some consulting work with municipal government, and I do believe that my skill set will transfer. I also believe that I would be interested in spending a lot of time with discovery, really trying to understand what's different, what are the issues, what are the challenges, where can I make an impact, where can HR make a difference.
Okay. And as you know, our HR has had a lot of, I guess, changes in the last couple of years. So we are looking at some kind of consistency within that realm. And the other question I would have is, you are aware that our current mayor, Mr. O'Connell, is in until next year. Unless he should decide to run again, of course, then he would have to win. So you're okay with the possibility that, I'm gonna throw it out there, it could be that we have a new mayor next year who could come in and decide that he no longer wants your services, or
You know,
she.
most smart mayors don't part with excellence. I don't know, does that sound a little bit like, I don't know, I do know my work, I do it well, I put my heart into it, and I deliver results. And so I have a feeling that once I'm able to get in there and make a difference in the city, that any mayor who comes in will see a good business partner. Yes, Mayor O'Connell has been very transparent, open, honest. He has not made any promises, but I do know my work and I do it well. And every job that I left, I built a legacy.
Great. And we will expect that from all our department heads, let me say that, as well as the mayor, open and transparent and honest.
Yes.
And I admire your confidence in yourself, and so I look forward to your service. Thank you very much for applying, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next, thank you.
I'm a man of few words.
Mel, I can call you Mel.
Please call me Mel.
We spent
Yes.
over an hour having breakfast together, and I had I asked all the questions I need to know that was satisfying. I would just like to make a statement that I felt very comfortable with you. And I think as an HR director, you talked about an open door policy, but not a pitch session, was that? That's right. Yes. And I like that. And I'm feeling comfortable with you and all the knowledge that you do have and your resume, that combination, I felt very confident. I feel very confident that you are the woman for the job. And one of the reasons is the ability to make someone feel comfortable. And I think when you, the position you're going to have with so many employees here in Allentown, they're gonna have to feel that way with you. And I know that you don't pull any punches, you'll be fair, and that's my opinion of you. So I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Alpha. Ms. Bowman?
Yes, welcome. I really enjoy hearing that, that this is your city and that, you're not going anywhere. Because I'm in agreement with Dr. Garidi. We need consistency, we need tenure. And it is really important that, you stay. I feel confident that you will do a great job. Your resume is unbelievable, is great.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Let me just say this part here. No reflection on you whatsoever. If anything, it would be on the mayor. I was an employee here for 25 years, and during that span, we've seen, this mayor anyway, has seemed to have gotten away from what was the old tradition. Most people, whether it was the police chief, fire chief, Mr. Leitner, Mr. Messinger, Ms. Kistler, started from the bottom and worked up. And I think what's happened is we've gotten away from that. In my opinion, I still truly believe that there are personnel currently in human resources that could do a sufficient job, probably for less money, with no need to have on-the-job training, and would be able to start immediately. So, no reflection of you, I don't know you, but I think we've gotten away from the award system, if you will. Thank you.
Mr. Robinson?
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, Mr. Mayor, thank you for bringing forward an eminently qualified candidate. And I had the good fortune, along with Mr. Hendricks, to speak with you today, and it was a great conversation. And one of the questions I was going to ask was touched on by Mr. Greedy when it comes to working with organized labor, because obviously we also have the unique situation here in which we have multiple unions. I'm assuming, I know with Just Warner there's only one, I would assume with Fisher that it was also one union?
No, there
It
was
wasn't? Okay.
multiple unions. It depended on what part of the country you were
Okay.
in. And then in Europe, you had the Works Council, which is a public union that is even more complicated than.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, the European unions are very complicated. So that was I like the answers that you gave to him about trying to build those relationships and the experience that you currently have. Because I think that all of our employees, not just the ones in the bargaining unit, but certainly all of our employees are the best resource that we have in the city in terms of not just providing services, but also keeping the public safe and keeping them healthy. So I think having the ability to build those relationships is going to be important. The other question that I have is, can you discuss a little about, and you touched on it when you talked about a period of discovery, but how you intend on taking a look at the job and identifying areas where we currently do a great job and how we can do better in those areas, and areas where perhaps we're not up to the standards that should be for an HR department of an organization of our size, and how to move those forward. And I don't expect you to have detailed, specific answers, obviously, because you haven't started, but more about what your global vision on how you would accomplish that would be.
So thank you for that question. I have given that quite a bit of thought. I think that I definitely need, I'm not gonna say I think, I know I need a period of discovery. I would need at least a few weeks and maybe months to be able to do an HR audit, as well as what I call a listening tour. traveling throughout the city, throughout the various departments, meeting with department heads, team leaders, as well as frontline employees on all levels of the organization to understand what are we doing well, what is HR doing well, how are we partnering with you to help you achieve your goals, how are we, what types of programs do we have that make a difference in your life and in the life of your employees, and then where are we letting you down? What are we doing well? What needs to be done differently? Just a full listening tour to gain an understanding of what the people practices have been and how they've been impacting the people of the city. And then sitting down with the Human Resources Department and doing an audit. Taking a close look, a deep dive at processes and programs. Where is there opportunities for improvement, and where are there some skill sets or some best practices that can be leveraged and sustained? I believe that my first few months needs to be a time of discovery.
All right, thank you very much. Just because it sort of touches on something you just said, and also with your background, especially at Just Born. Are you going to be looking at potential new areas of training that perhaps we have not utilized in the past and seeing how they might be brought in to deal with all of our employees?
Absolutely. I mean, there are a lot of resources out there that can add value in terms of skill building, in terms of building competencies, knowledge. Absolutely, yes. I think that's really, it's important to raise the competencies. I mean, to Mr. Zuckel's point, people need an opportunity to learn and grow. We need individual development plans so that we're identifying where people's strengths are, where their weaknesses are, so that when a position comes open, it's a very clear opportunity to promote from within. And in order to do that, you do need to identify what areas of training are necessary and available.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome, Mr. Robinson. I was gonna ask you to describe your first day of work for me, but I got the answer already. So at this point, I guess I'll open it up to the public. If there's any questions, please direct them to council, and we will get you an answer from Ms. Mel, if I may.
Please.
Thank you.
Good evening, Clement Sicker, South Allentown. I just have one question to ask the designee for HR. If she was asked, because we have a financial problem coming up with the city, if you were asked to give a 10% reduction to your department, can you comment how you can go about it, if you could go about it, or what's your thought? Okay, that's all. Thank you.
So coming out of business, which has oftentimes very volatile financial situations that can even be impacted on a quarterly basis. Throughout my career, I've needed to scrutinize the budget and identify areas where you can reduce your budget. And absolutely, I would be able to do that. So you take a step back, you really scrutinize those areas. Are there continuous improvement opportunities where you can reduce cost? Are there programs that can be delayed or maybe find a different way to do them where you're not making an investment? Are there, sometimes there are tough decisions that have to be made. Do we, cut back on work hours? I mean, there's lots of ways to do it, but it really is about taking a look at what needs to be accomplished, what's the goal, and then where can we make some financial decisions without impacting the quality of our work? I've done it throughout my career.
Thank you, and I would imagine being in your desk and looking at some of the budget would help you
Absolutely,
find those things.
absolutely.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public? Questions or comments? Seeing nobody.
Can I just ask another comment, another question? You finished with
We'll
both.
allow it, go ahead.
Just a quick one. And that, I wanted to make sure that this is an internal issue, not necessarily about you, but I wanted to hear your comments. We don't have an up-to-date employee manual kind of thing that we need to develop and look at how we have the discrepancy in how people get raises here. And it's something that I would like to see if you have any comments on that and how what will you do with regards to that? And looking at the employee manual as well.
Okay, I have been at the front and center of developing employee manuals for many organizations, either as an employee or as a consultant or as a board member. And I do believe that it's important to have your processes identified, validated, and documented, and then equitably applied across the organization. So that's my philosophy. I think that's part of the reason HR exists. When it comes to how raises are given, you must have criteria, you must have a standardized process, it must be applied consistently, and it must be based on objective measures and metrics.
Excellent, excellent, thank you. And I just want to also point out that you have great awards here. As I look to your awards, and a lot of them are local, I commend you for that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Mr. Mayor, unless you have anything to add, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Hanlon.
Nothing to add, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hanlon, we're back to you.
Okay, all right, on the resolution, it reads, whereas section 503 of the Home Rule Charter requires city council approval of department directors, whereas the mayor hereby submits Melanie J. Sally Zumo for consideration and confirmation for the position of Human Resource Director at a salary of $103,350. The salary may be subsequently be increased this year contingent upon some subsequent action by council. Now therefore be it resolved that City Council hereby approves the appointment effective August 20th.
Okay, I guess we'll call a vote unless there's any questions on that. Okay.
Ms. Appa,
Yes.
Mr. Greedy,
Yes.
Mr. Hendricks,
Yes.
Mr. McLean,
Yes.
Ms. Moda,
Yes.
Mr. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Zuko,
No.
Mr. President, 6 yeas and 1 nay.
Thank you very much. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, council.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Yep. We have a contract meeting for 6:45, so we have a 20-minute break. Okay, we'll resume at 6:45.